Good evening, everybody. My name's Vecwolf, but you can call me John. I just finished up watching episode 3 of the DCEU, DC Extended Universe, and episode 3 is titled Suicide Squad. Oh boy. This is a goofy movie. It tries to be serious, but it can't really. It's goofy, It's what do you expect? It's a goofy movie. This will be a spoiler video, so yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. So the movie pretty much opens up with a very good question. What what if Superman went to the White House and kidnapped the president? Who would have stopped him? This is where this movie begins. What if that happened? So their plan is let's get a crazy psychopath girl with a bat, an Australian drunkhead who throws boomerangs, a man who never misses a shot, a crocodile, a man who shoots fire and can become a fire demon god, which that's a very good one. Then you also have a man who can climb stuff with ropes, a girl with a katana that can trap the dead souls that she kills in the sword, which is also a pretty good one. And I think I'm missing one. No, and then there's also the witch, the, the witch with the special hips. That is their plan for to defeat this next Superman. Hypothetically, like, oh, what if Superman came and became a bad guy? What if there's a new one? Who's gonna stop him? These guys, and it's it's funny to think that this was their actual plan. But whatever. Of course, this movie was so fucked up due to all of the complications. The studio, Warner Brothers, came in and they kind of trashed the movie. And they're like, no, do this, do that, nah, do this. Like they kept fucking up David Ayer's movie, and so it came out to be this goofy masterpiece. And so, yeah, this is what you got, and here we go. So anyway, the movie opens up with that, and so Amanda Waller, pretty much the leader of, like, the commander of Task Force X, pretty much gets all these people, and she's like, okay, so we're gonna need all of you guys to come with us. You're all part of this team now, Task Force X, which is pretty much just called Suicide Squad, and pretty much they gathered them all up, and they put these little rice grain bombs in their necks, which has the power of a hand grenade, so pretty much instantly killing them if they were to run, annoy them, or just simply tries to kill them. Pretty much, if you're going to harm us, we will kill you, or if you try to leave, we'll kill you. Simple enough. And so it makes sense. So this whole movie, the reason why they need the Suicide Squad is because one of the people, the witch with the special hips, she kind of just leaves, and she gets, she runs away, grabs her brother's statue, and sadly takes over this, I bet, innocent guy who wanted to get some drinks with maybe a mate or a spouse or something. And sadly he becomes this crazy demon. If I can maybe try to find a clip. Best thing I could find here in the trailer is going to be that little, so there we go. But overall, he becomes that, and the witch can't do anything because Amanda Waller has her heart, and that's the goal. The witch wants to get her heart so she can show the humans that we were your gods once, so we will become your gods again. She wants to go back to how things were in the ancient days. Okay, cool. But she doesn't need her heart because her brother just puts his hand on her boobs and gives her power, and now she's back to normal. Now she has power. She doesn't need her heart, so that whole plot point just gets abandoned right away. So because one of the members of the team goes rogue, they are like, okay, let's get everyone else band up together. Let's go to this city called Midway City, where it's getting destroyed. The witch is doing things over her hips. Her brother is killing people. She's making out with people to turn them into mindless zombies for her special army. And there's a sky beam. Classic comic book movie. Sweet. And anyway, so they are sent to the city and they get struck down and they have to go fight things. Pretty simple enough. The man who can climb ropes, his name is Slipknot. Slipknot, if I do believe, he gets killed by his head going kaboom. So yeah, he died, and they just keep doing things, right? They're killing these mindless zombies. They have to go to the city to save one person, and that person is Amanda Waller. Why Amanda Waller's still in the city, I have no idea, but they have to go save Amanda Waller. They do that, and they find out that they have to go fight a witch, which then they're like, nah, never mind. We don't want to fight a witch, so they don't fight a witch. And then all of a sudden, Joker comes out of nowhere. He's like, Harley Quinn, come on, baby girl. Come here, baby. Let's go. We're out of here. And then the helicopter gets shot down. Then they go fight a witch. They win. Congratulations. Everyone goes back to prison. That's the whole brief of the movie. I know I kind of fucked up here, things here and there. But there are problems with this movie, such as, number one, this is a DCEU movie. This is episode 3 in it. And, of course, you can't see a goddamn thing. I already played the chicken burger rating, my bad. But you can't see a damn thing about the movie. It's too dark. Everything is so chaotic. You can't see shit. It's irritating to watch sometimes. And also the fact that Joker is in here, which I'm going to simply say that this movie suffers in the same way BVS did, because BVS, that was pretty much a Superman-based movie, and including Batman in there kind of fucked up things for it. And it's like, you cut out Batman and it could play the exact same way. Joker, if you cut out Joker from this movie, it works the exact same way. So it doesn't really matter in a way of like, okay, Joker's here, cool. Like, this movie only really, like, they didn't give a shit to explain a Suicide Squad movie. That's the biggest problem I have with it. They didn't care to do that. They just used this 2-hour movie and it's like, let's just set up more characters like we did with BVS. In BVS, we set up Batman, Lex Luthor, we introduced Doomsday, Wonder Woman was in there, and we're setting up Justice League. It's already a big thing, and this movie does the same thing. We have Harley Quinn, Joker, Amanda Waller, so we're pretty much setting up a bigger part from this. So it's just kind of like one of those filler episodes like in Naruto, where sometimes Naruto episodes will have some character that will come back one day and will be like, yeah, what's up, I'm back. Those filler kind of episodes. This movie is a filler, and it really just shows you characters that we'll see in the future until the whole thing is done. So yeah, very cool. Overall, it's a goofy movie. Don't try to take it seriously. It's too goofy. Of course, the whole thing does end. It ends in a way where, and then the whole thing ends with Joker coming back to save Harley Quinn from jail, and then they go off to do whatever things they gotta do. And then we do have a post-credit scene where Bruce Wayne is telling Amanda Waller, stop doing this stuff. Me and my friends will help you. Because Amanda Waller knows he's Batman. So that's awesome. Overall, that's it. Suicide Squad really didn't give a shit to actually provide a story. It was more just set up certain characters, and that's it. Of course, I don't blame the director, nor the screenplay writers. I don't blame anybody. I only blame the studio. Warner Brothers fucked up with this movie for going in here and really just messing with the whole movie and actually ruining the perspective that David Ayer, I'm sorry, but whatever he wanted to do for the movie, it sucks to see that the studio fucked it up that bad. And yeah, I do remember a couple, like when the Suicide Squad came out, specifically the Suicide Squad, there was I think it was a small thing like do the Ayer cut, the David Ayer cut, like how they did with Zack Snyder's Justice League. So I was like, oh, that would have been cool to see what his original perspective was. I do think the original idea was it was going to play into the Justice League with Steppenwolf kind of being a bigger part in this movie. But then the studio came in and was like, nah, just Throw that shit in the garbage. So overall, that's it. I did play the chicken rating already, but sit down, get your knife and fork ready. Get hell, you know what? Get your spoon today. We're gonna have a sloppy one today. This is a 6.5 chicken burgers out of 10. Suicide Squad is delicious. It's fun. It's goofy, but and it has some serious moments, and it does try to build character arc. But yeah, no, the movie does open up with like everyone getting their own little like slideshows. Like, oh, Deadshot, he's a pro master at this. He has associates wife and a daughter. Oh, ex-wife and daughter. They don't actually give a shit to provide actual story and actual character arcs and character and like changing. They just open up a slideshow with some cool little words and like, yeah, here it is. This is what we got. So they didn't care to actually provide that. And then in the end of the movie, they're trying to show these characters developing. And it's like, cool. I don't give a shit though because you didn't actually show me. You literally just showed me a slideshow of it. Not even tell me. I would have preferred exposition. No, you just showed me on a slideshow. So technically they did show you, but in a show way. And that's pretty much it with this movie. I have nothing else to say. This is episode 3 of the DCEU, so can't wait to see where else we go with it. That's all I have for you tonight. Goodbye.